A lot of healing coming out from the Gaimin Gladiators. A lot of sustain. They can reset the fight multiple times with what they got. He already used the healing salve. I mean, not his own. Lich gave it to him, but still, it's a 13 second. So you can't see as for 13 seconds. 33 looks pretty dead here.
He's super dead. So first blood goes the way of Tofu, set up with the Chaos Bolt to start things out.
They don't care too much about it because CK does have 2 points in Chaos Strike. Top lane.
Yep, overwhelming odds to start things out. Frost Blast connects. The Snake can continue to get chased by Ace. Looks like a kill. Going the way of Gaimin Gladiators again.
Like they're a bit under-leveled for this point of the game, both Keeper of the Light and Lich. There's another rotation.
Ace
Who's
gets
coming?
off the overwhelming odds, which gives him the move speed to get off that duel. That's the first victory for him in the game. Boom taking a ton of damage though. Skeeter gets off that Rocket Barrage, and with the Frost Blast, that's going to be enough to get a trade. Definitely in favor of TUNDRA.
Lich? He just
oh
walked
my
in.
God! Overwhelming odds. Ace.
I think Snaking was
double
microing
kill.
the courier there. Also, I love the build on Ace. He's going for the Blade Mail against the Gyrocopter, against Lich, Keeper of the Light. There's going to be so much uncontrollable damage.
Yeah.
And it also gives him like the solo pick-off potential. Snaking, there's the reload.
Yeah, Io coming in,
juked,
Snaking with the juke. He's got on his Nikes today. Overwhelming odds. Should be able to get off the duel, but will they have enough to actually get the kill? All right, he's juking around the trees. There's the duel. And with the Pulse Nova in range, another victory for Ace. It's older than Dota itself.
So over 20.
Yeah, that's...
Boomer, Roche.
20 apparently is Boomer, that's true.
And he even replenishes mana on Lich just to give him another Frost Shield in the fight, which is not going to save him against Leshrac and his overwhelming damage. But the Piggy Wall,
he does it again. Up, back he goes though. The power shot will connect. And looks like the LC will fall, and Tofu is going to be next on the list. Although Dyrachio wants to come in, gets the Phantasm and the Chaos Bolt off. He has to be careful. He's completely outnumbered. Boom, in the area to try to help out. Dyrachio going to finally pop his Phantasm, go back in, but 9 with that evasion. Pretty tough to get through as Tofu trying to heal up his CK. Remember, this is still 4v5, and Gaimin Gladiators are not afraid to fight, apparently.
Leshrac counts as 2 heroes because he's holding the Aegis, so technically 5 versus 5. It was even worse when his shard was BKB that had same animation and the same sound as the BKB, which was kind of confusing. So we got rid of that. So Aegis is gone. There's still Arcane Rune for Leshrac.
Boom. They're going to blow all of it onto him.
Relocate.
The relocate.
Okay, BKB was popped.
Yep, he looks to be fine right now. A Skeeter, not so much. He's going to get dueled after the BKB. Will he get the damage himself? Nobody will, it looks like. But the LC will fall to start things out. In the meantime, Dyrachio focusing on 33. A couple bashes in a row. 33 still will be able to fly away. Oh, the blink back in. Gets the Reality Rift off, but again, the Frost Shield saving the day. Nicely done from TUNDRA, although they're quite low. So only 1 hero loss, and that's the LC for Gaimin Gladiators. Obviously, they have the blink on CK, so he's trying to set things up.
LC does have a blink, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
He had it for like 10 minutes.
That's
but
weird,
we
walked up in
discussed
that fight.
other important topics.
Snaking. He's going to get stunned up, and Dyrachio just blows him up. 9 in the meantime gets off the focus fire, but the healing up from the Pugna.
Still very even game. There. Okay, here we go. Duel, where's the damage?
Pulse Nova, that's what you need to get it, and they will do so. Dual damage for Ace. What is he at now? 40?
So he doesn't need to get close to Boom.
But imagine if Pugna had a shard. Look.
So he could do it on a ward and Io tethers to a ward. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, Boom! Almost goes down. Of course, he has the Aegis. Doesn't really care that much. And likely, Gaimin Gladiators is going to go right in. There's the duel, and this is likely to be a victory indeed. Dead is the gyro for 70 seconds. Skeeter with no buyback.
Has a gem.
Ace
they
getting focus fire, but the heals from Celery and Tofu again. They just can't kill anybody here. Dyrachio jumps back in, gets off the Chaos Bolt Phantasm, and they're going to try to finish this game in style. But at least get the barracks, as you can see the 2 members of TUNDRA that are dead have no way to get back in the game right now.
Oh, what a beautiful spell casting there from Gaimin Gladiators. They understand, you know, who needs to save who. They're not overlapping their abilities, and this is going to be a set of barracks. Io, like you can't even initiate. Ooh, oh boy. 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's a big stun. Dyrachio, that's 1 kill and make it 2.
They might call it. I wouldn't be surprised if they just call it here.
Their push is redonkulous when you get into the base like this.
You know, that scene, Voldemort against Harry?
Yeah.
That's my favorite scene from Lord of the Rings, for sure. They need to get out, try to do something because they lose a fight, they lose a game. Nullifier is online, so let's see what they can do. It's a lot of damage. He had a lot of gold spent. Like, it's very hard to get to that item, so he basically had a BKB. Let's see the initiation.
He's the one that gets initiated on, but he is perfectly healthy despite the Nullifier being applied. Skeeter is dead to start the fight. Does have buyback, though, but the rest of Tundra are dropping like flies. Double kill for Dyrachyo. And there we see the duel come in. Triple kill for him. GG.
He was called Visage.
I mean, that's how people said it, but it was incorrect. It's just like how I continue to say Abaddon, even though it is Abaddon, sadly. Oh, first blood. Okay. Can't really... I mean, that's the one thing about Timber in the mid lane. It's not exactly the same as off lane where you can just skip camps as easily. Since there's so many avenues for you to be able to get ganked. As the bottom lane, they're going to see the Ravage go off by Ace. Dyrachyo's in the area as well. TP's coming in, actually going to be canceled, which means they're leaving Skeeter to his eventual death, which will be to the hands of Ace.
There is also high ground ward that is scouting out Skeeter.
Yep, looking for the double meld on Roche. It'll be successful. And we'll see if they can find something else. Link in by Boom with the Gush Arena combo. That is a dead Bane Elemental. And looks like Roche is going to have to be given up, although 9 in the area, and Roche is only at half HP. He's going to get the Chakram inside and force everybody out for now. Still no Bane for 15 seconds as 9 very tanky. Timber chains to a tree nearby. 33 in the meantime. You can see the Rolling Thunder going off. Saksa, he's finding somebody here. Looks like he's going to be able to get the shield crash off, and Boom is going to be the recipient along with the TA. But the Ravage comes in. It's a big one from 9. Can they follow this up with anything, though? Literally 0 heroes have died. Now Saksa finally finds his way to the grave. Dyrachyo melded. They don't have vision, it looks like. The Chakram's not going to be enough. Dyrachyo getting healed from afar as well. And he actually denies himself, does Celery, but they still lose the TA in the end. And we'll see if Tundra can continue on with this fight as Tofu looks like he's going to get off that time lapse. Looking for 33, but the stun is available. Tofu gets off the swarm now.
He wants
now
Mars.
Boom wants to finish off 33, but he's going to get slowed and actually getting chased by the familiars now. With the soul assumption applied as well, looks like he might drop eventually, but the anchor smash is enough from Ace. So much back and forth in this fight, and from the grave, looks like 33 is able to finally take out that pesky Boom. Now the shield crash from Ace into the swashbuckle. He's able to crack and shell that off. Decrepify to keep him alive a little bit longer and a blink out. Nicely done from Celery.
But yeah, the itemization actually keeping him alive, having that Sanj amplifying the heal region. Spirit Vessel did work, but they needed like an extra tick. Good Rolling Thunder from Saksa.
Ace, Ravage just came off cooldown. 33 is going to be the recipient of that. But looks like Gaimin Gladiators can't really fight. They're going to lose their Pugna to start things out. And now Ace completely surrounded. There's the Chakram, buyback onto the Pugna, but it's not going to be enough to save Ace. And perhaps into the Roche pit.
Double damage on Templar Assassin for another like 20 seconds, but they're still going to respect what Tundra has.
Yeah, they'll at the very least get that tier 1 tower.
So, cool shard. Makes you a bird, pretty much. You have the same ability.
Cloak.
Stone form. Let's see if they find him. The birds.
Yeah, if
stun.
Chain stun here should be a relatively easy one. They actually have to use Fiend's Grip, though.
That sounds fine. Saksa looking for Boom.
Gets off the shield crash. Celery in the area to try to heal up his Mars, who's stuck in a very bad spot. Actually uses his ult, but not to much avail. Instantly canceling the TP. 33 gets credit for that kill.
Seems like they just don't have enough damage to go through all the tankiness on both Medusa and Timbersaw. Timbersaw even buying a BKB, at least that's what he has queued up at the moment. I like the itemization on Visage. Celery. Yeah, he looks pretty dead.
Yep, gets the decrep on his friend, who's looks like Dyrachyo is going to die as well. So these heroes just dying left, right, and center in favor of Tundra. They only lose Bane in the last few minutes now.
Creep skipping, trying to get the most out of the map, delay any kind of push. Saksa.
Yep, Rolling Thunder with that Blink Dagger. Oh, can't find the angle to get Celery that second time. But the shield crash, and he still has his shard if he wants. Doesn't bother, it looks like. And you can see the Aghanim Scepter now on the Tidehunter as there's Ace with the big Ravage onto 2, trying to focus down Saksa. They'll be successful. 33, maybe not as easy to kill, but with that Desto, Dyrachyo and the BKB, he turned into stone. Dyrachyo,
turn around.
Yep.
Look at me.
Look at my hideous face as you die. Disgusting creature. Look at her face.
No, don't show it. We might turn into a stone.
Hideous. As 9 focusing on Ace now, has that Chakram. And there's the grip. The Kraken Shell will activate. But they have so many stuns and so many slows that this feels pointless. Because it's not like heroes are getting blown up immediately. Unless you're going against
But if you
Temper.
can use it, I mean, it's a great item. It's very difficult to get it. Also, it doesn't reduce cooldown anymore. Before, it was like 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's
so right now...
Snaking, he is dead. The backstab is successful for now for Tundra. Skeeter, though, the siege tank. All right, you can't look at her because you put up a wall that literally blocks it off. 9. Oh, pops the BKB. Is going to avoid the spear as a result, and the counter BKB from Boom to dodge Saksa. But you can see Saksa will die inside that Rolling Thunder regardless. So double kill for Doracio.
Completed on Visage.
I say this all the time, but the thing I love about these items,
they look nice. Like, look at
it. Does.
Everything's green.
It looks comfortable, and it should say it in the text, but when you activate it, you should be forced to scream Boots of Bearing, because it just makes it more satisfying for everybody involved. Definitely doesn't cause any mute.
Too long.
See, Fiend's Grip. That is a dead Weaver. No time lapse for you. Celery looks to be next on the list, so 2 easy cleanup support kills. Oh, I say that, but Ace comes in with a big Ravage. They're going to delete the Timber Saw right off the bat. Saksa is next. BKBs galore as they look away from Skeeter. Doracio looks to be fine, though, as Celery's in the area. Still has that life drain to work with.
Celery's going to kill himself.
Yep, Doracio getting whipped into submission. Looks like going to try to finish off Snaking in the meantime. But the TA living and very healthy. They get 3 kills.
Meanwhile, on the top lane.
Oh, dear.
He got megas.
Oh, dear. The Racks have died, apparently. And Skeeter will live. It looked like an amazing fight for Gaimin Gladiators, but they just got mega.
Doing so well in the games, they're like, whatever, we'll try to win with this down break.
Yeah, you can see the smoke behind from Tundra. They're going to get the spear off onto the Medusa. Can they blow her up before the Stone Gaze comes out? Negative. Skeeter pops that BKB. Stone Gaze is there, and they delete the Mars completely as the Visage Birds with that AC aura just working on the Tier 4 towers, and Gaimin Gladiators in a 4v5 in such a weird game. Very entertaining, though. It looks like Tundra are primed and ready to take this to a game number 3.
Gonna deny the tower. He's very good at denying
gets off the Ravage. They delete the Pango. Skeeter just focusing on the Ancient. Celery trying to stop things, but there's a Fiend's Grip on the TA. Fortifications popped. All they need to do is go for the objectives here, and game number 2 will go the way of Tundra.
You get the left part of the Scorpion.
You get to micro a second Scorpion the rest of the game. That's great.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to use it, because if your micro skills are not as good...
Yeah, Doracio is going to get off the spear. Tofu with the Ink Swell. Sox is going to get stunned. In the face of the tower, the Rebuke is going to keep him at bay, but they're going to be able to scout out. Oh my god, and a Soul Assumption from afar, from downtown. 33 gets first blood. It's going to be a trade, but I mean, that's another hero that's just really good against these melee cores. Doracio gets off the spear, not going to latch Soxa to a tree. The Cog's going to keep him in place, and Soul Assumption will finish him off. Tofu looks like he'll live. Pretty freaking quick Blink Dagger, only 1,000 away from that. And maybe we can get a kill onto Sox on top of this. There's the Burrow. Inkswell is going to connect as well. And Tofu gets credit for that one.
So that's going to be a Blink Dagger. It's coming onto Sanking. Has a Fairy Trinket as well. Some extra magic damage on top of it. Epicenter is available. He's level 9. They need some big kills.
Yeah, Burrow. And then the Phantom's Embrace, so Snaking. Oh, will he get a Courier? No.
Just playing this part of the map.
Yeah, true.
He has no boots. That's the problem with their heroes.
Oh,
like they're
visible Soxa sets up the Cogs Battery Assault. Doracio gets off the Mars Arena, but not to much avail, as he's going to get dropped really easily. As there's the Epicenter Blink combo. Boom. Couple of kills right off the bat. Getting extremely good value. That's true. Tofu stealing everything. Soul Assumption on top of the Decrep. Looks like Boom will survive as the Soulbind slows them to a crawl.
Helps you out farm, gives you some mana. Not a bad item overall. It's a good build-up.
Oh, hook shot. That's the first of the game, I believe, from Soxa. Doracio stuck inside the Cogs. Battery Assault keeping him at bay. Celery trying to heal him up as a nice burrow from Boom with the Inkswell combo. They're going to clean up 2 as a result. Nicely done from Gaimin Gladiators. Celery now healing up onto Snaking, who has to time-lapse back to the other
Blink
side.
Dagger up in 3.
Even have time to high-five each other.
You need to stun the Burbs as well.
Burbies. Boom. Waiting to get Inkswelled. Epicenter. Into 33 they go. And he is dead right off the bat.
Unless you use
Birds
Epicenter.
will live. All right, we're going to see the rebuke used by Dirachi, who's still stuck inside these cars. Going to try to turn this around. The Pit of Malice into the Firestorm. They're going to get the trade, a 1-for-1 in this little mini engagement as a Fiend's Gate is up.
So don't buy a Glimmer Cape if you're playing this like support Pugna. That's why people don't do it.
Oh, interesting.
But then you can decrypify yourself.
Oh, speaking of Pugna, he's dead. Now he's going to be put onto the cliff, it looks like. Getting off his heel for a little bit, but gets crit into Oblivion by Skeeter. But it looks like Batrider, oh my, that is the second death for 9.
And that's pretty huge.
Yeah, it doesn't even have the Mithril Hammer. It's just the Ogre Club right now. There's Tofu trying to get out of dodge. Doesn't have any mana. Oh, but the hook shot from Soxa. Nicely done. Was that completely in fog? Either way,
I think
very
it was
impressive.
blind.
33, though. That's the bigger kill. That's in the mid lane. It's going to turn into a tier 1 tower as well for Gaimin Gladiators.
I think their lineup is online. Having this Sanking with the Boots of Travel.
Oh, there's the model. Yeah, it's just a little baby version. It looks smaller than usual. That's what she said. So we have the arena onto 2. Skeeter. See the Pit of Malice is connected into the Burrow and the Sandstorm to fall. This is the 3rd death for 9 in just a few minutes now. Very bad timing for him. As Skeeter, he's going to get kited, but you can see Ace extremely low, but Sox is not going to do enough. He's going to take the Firestorm. Snake King gets off Swarm onto a couple of heroes. Another Pit of Malice. Wraith Fire Blast is going to connect onto the Underlord. But Ace, I think he might actually survive through this, especially with the Pugna now.
Next set of items. Get that Deso up on Wraith King. Get the BKB. Here we go. Batrider TPing top. Fiend's Gate is available.
Yep, can he get away? He gets mini stunned, and down he goes. So that's a big kill in turn now for Tundra.
I feel kind of griefed.
Making it sound like a Philly cheesesteak. Really delicious. The celery is looking quite delicious, but
good reaction time from Boom.
Yeah, he's going to be the consolation
He's
kill.
definitely not a Boomer.
Hook shot to the other side. Soxa focusing on Dyrachio. Arena's going to be used just for him. It's going to force out the BKB from the Batrider. You can see the buyback onto the Pugna now, but Dyrachio
toggles once, toggles twice.
Dead. Okay.
Toggles 3 times.
Surely he dies here. No way. Boom comes in with the Burrow and the Inkswell. That is the first life for Wraith King, and there's the heals coming out from Celery as well. And Dyrachio is still alive somehow. How is this possible? The Wraith King ends up dropping. Dyrachio, will this man die? Are you kidding me? Oh my
God.
These toggles are god tier.
That was beautiful. I think he toggled like 4 or 5 times in that fight, and Pugna also helping out when it was needed. So Mars picked up Aegis, also going for Satanic to have the spell mechanic.
Yeah,
not bad.
Shot. 9. He's going to get his lasso off, but there's the Soulbind. Keep them connected. But still, the Underlord dies to start this fight. Looks like they're going to get the kill onto Soxa, though. A 1-for-1. Definite favor for Tundra, but they're not done yet. Spear onto Skeeter. He's able to blink out, though. Is Grimshard not good this game?
It's great.
I feel like it's always good, right?
Just having a strong Dispel against Batrider feels extremely good.
Oh, but he has a full Aghanim Scepter. All right.
He's going to get it after.
Dark Portrait for Wraith King. You get an illusion that is quite strong. Initiation by 9 onto one of the strength melee cores that they have. Gets decrepified, but there is the initiation from Sand King. The Mars Arena with the Pit of Malice looking quite large indeed with that AoE talent. Trying to get into that Fiend's Gate. Not going to happen. 75 seconds on the deck, and we'll see if Tundra can try to clean up. They've only lost Soxa, who bought back into the game. That's the Aegis. Cogs going to push him back. There's the Soulbind. Inkswell's only going to connect onto 1. Spear does keep the Wraith King at bay as Dyrachio trying to limp away now. Boom, might not be so lucky. He gets stunned up, silenced up as well. It looks like 9 might take a tumble again. Unfortunate for him. Skeeter trying to heal up a bit. Is Dyrachio very healthy indeed. Gets Wraith Fire blasted. Still has that second life on Wraith King, so not trying to take him out. Looking for 33 instead, and they'll be successful. They do have a couple of buybacks to work with. That's a dieback on the Soxa, by the way.
Oh, he speared him. Let's see if he goes for the kill. He does. Doesn't
Life
have a
#1.
blink dagger to blink out, but Skeeter does.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to focus on the tower. There's a Satanic, get back to full HP. That is a nice illusion to take. Of course, could be, if the build was a little bit different, it would be obviously strong. If you went for like AC or Radiance like the old days. There's a Burrow. Still have, actually his second life is not up for 12 seconds, so that is just a dead Skeeter.
That's a huge mistake. Now they can continue. Mid wave is approaching. It's the catapult wave as well.
Looks like the second Rax is in peril. 30 seconds to no Bat Rider. Tundra might need to give this up. Or they'll just go in. As Skeeter blinks in with the Wraithfire Blast, Soulbind onto
They found Wraith King.
a familiar. Yeah, that's going to be a dead Visage right off the bat. That's the first life from Wraith King as well. Soxa, left to his own devices, is going to die inside his own cogs, and this might just do it. Looking like a 2-1 victory for Gaimin Gladiators as they have the Wraith King illusion. And it's magic immune. I actually forget that all the time. Why is it magic immune?
I don't know. I mean,
know.
it's very hard for Grim to farm it, so why not?
True.
But it does take a lot of damage. It takes 300% damage, so it's very easily killed. It's something you don't want to do, but sometimes you have to. This is going to be the Mega Creeps for Gaimin Gladiators. Let's see if they can pull them back into the fountain. I think that's the play.
Outside the base for Gaimin Gladiators, they're smoked up, looking to finish this game. Dyrachyo, yeah, I don't think they mind going on Wraith King. He dies relatively quickly. He'll get speared into the tower.
Oh,
looks like
time
he'll spawn
lapse.
right on top of the pit as well. And they're going to be able to clean him up. Number one, easy peasy. Dyrachyo is nullified as Skeeter pops the BKB, focusing on Ace, but he's just so tanky. He's not taking any damage. And boom, looks like they're finishing off Soxa from afar, just circling him with that shard. 33, look, Epicenter mostly misses, does a little bit of residual damage to 33 as the BKB's pop, but there is the Soulbind onto 2. 9 gets off his ult, but doesn't really do much as he has to limp back into his base. And you can see 33 kind of left alone for the time being. Tofu, I'm sure he had the illusion. It's kind of hard to tell here, but inside that pit of malice, Skeeter will drop. Buys back into the game along with the Visage, though, as the tier 4 towers are starting to
Mega
crumble.
Creeps are doing the work. Glyph
Indeed.
is popped.
That is a lot of damage. The fortification is there, likely just delaying the inevitable as Weaver will die, buys back immediately, and now they can just focus on the Ancient itself. And inside the pit again, Skeeter, no ult for 5 seconds, and that is a dieback. And that'll be GG's as Gaimin Gladiators take it 2-1 over Tundra. So Tundra, again, they'll have another match in the near future where they can still secure their berth to the major, but it's not happening today.
Yeah, great showing for Gaimin Gladiators.